Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Parsifal's Judgment. I also go by Will, and I am still not very good at intros. I am so sorry. So a couple of sketchbook videos ago, maybe one or two, I mentioned that I found a old sketchbook. Because I'm at my family's place, I have most of my stuff in storage. Turns out I have more than just a sketchbook. I have a large backlog of sketchbooks. So I have a lot of videos that could be made through those. And I could just show it all to you in one big dump, but that's also a lot of sketchbooks to go through. I'm talking like almost 20. So I'm going to try and get through one or two of them every so often, and maybe it'll be something that you guys will enjoy seeing, whether it's short or long or whatever. So this one's more of a shorter video because it's a smaller sketchbook, and it's, I don't know if this actually has a brand. It was from my old school. Oh, it's a I don't know if you can read that. A guided sketchbook. It was like $5 for my school shop, and it's like 30 pages. It's 8 by 6, I think. It's a little bit larger than my average fare. Might be more around 8 by 10. I think this is the 8 and that's the 10. I'm bad at measurements on my own, so I apologize. But it's a pretty thin sketchbook, and I did this around the beginning of October of 2016. I covered it with some chocolate wrappers that I liked from the Royal Shakespeare Company. Each of their chocolate wrappers, which I thought was really cool, have their main female characters from Shakespeare's plays on it. And then there's a Valor sticker. These are Scratch and Sniff Chocolate Labs. They smell like chocolate. And then these are stickers of my OCs that my friend got me for Christmas. I actually did not seem to put a date on the front of this, which I normally do, but I do recognize these from around late September, early October, when I started my first semester of art school. But this is before I actually switched my sketchbook to my culture sketchbook, I think. So I was working in this one, or I was working in this one while working on my culture sketchbook. So these are headshots from my OCs. It's Esme as an older guy, and then Triton, he's my like okay dad character. And Esme, from, you might remember from a few sketchbook videos ago, he's my wizard, and he ages okay-ish. I've got a few random sketches of Luke, and I think this was a guy I saw on the train, and that's Detivo, but this does not really pick up super well because of the graphite I was using. I do really like this, though I don't remember why Luke was using magic in this sketch. This is where I remember distinctly that it was from Goretober, because these two were specifically Goretober pictures. This is 3 again, and then this is Leia. And 3, I remember doing spikes because it played off the Roman numeral 3. And Leia is a tentacle monster, so I went with the body horror type stuff. There's another picture of 3 from the RP group I was in, and she got her hand cut off during October, so I drew that for Goretober. I do like trying to do Goretober every year, but I never really succeed, or at least I haven't yet. I get to the 20s and then I stop for one reason or another. I'm not super great at finishing that one. I finish April Drawing Challenge every year though, so that's one thing. I'll get to it at some point. These are some concepts for my warlord in my 4E D&D campaign. This is Dean, and he fights with I believe it's a spear, and these are his formal clothes. He has a butterfly motif going, and really he should have better clothes than just this and his armor, but he's not a very close range fighter. He's more of a I'll just instruct from the distance type of character. I attempted a sketch of Claudius that didn't turn out well, and then here's a sketch of Levi in some fancier clothes, like a jacket and some high heels. More fan art of Thog from Thrilling Intent. I believe this was from episode 141. Another sketch of an outfit, but I don't think I finished it because... I mean, I obviously didn't finish it, but I don't remember what character I was drawing it on. I think I just liked the outfit. More Gore-tober stuff. Let's see. I think the one at the top was supposed to be Czar, but I obviously didn't finish that one. But this is Tiefin. He's my surgeon. And this is Leia again. I do like this because I believe it was done with Prismacolor markers as opposed to Copic, and it's got a really, really nice flat to it. So I might consider going back to Prismacolors at some point just because it's got a real good flat lay, but I really do prefer Copic's blending because I don't find Prismacolors blend as easily. These are thumbnails I did for this piece, I think, and this I eventually did turn into another Gore-tober piece, so I made it digital. This is another sketchbook that it was really too big for me personally, for my tastes, so I didn't really use it all that much. As shown by this page, which also has a bunch of smaller sketches on it that were just never finished. This I was like being like frustrated at myself because I'm like, oh god, I can't believe I have to do a portfolio, and then the other part of me is like, oh, boo-hoo, there's requirements to get into a competitive art school, how dare you think that, me. So I drew Lamb saying it with some expressions, but didn't really finish much on this page at all. Some concept art for an old character that I revamped. This is Raziel, and he's a vampire hunter. Some concept stuff for Ludwig, who I've had for a while. He is a like musician, but also a physical fighter type of character who goes through personal struggles and fights his own demons and blah blah blah. I really actually find like a solid story for him, but I have concepts that I like to work with. Most of the time it involves his family having special powers and he is left behind in the dust. This is Gore-tober of my friend Jazzy, who I drew as Leviathan because I had a weird dream that she was like tossed into the sewer and then became a sewer monster and like decided to try and eat all the rest of us. And yeah, I didn't really do much in this sketchbook apparently because it's just such a small sketchbook, but well, I mean small in terms of page number, not small in terms of like size. This is, as I said earlier, like this is just so big in terms of size that I don't really work well with it. Like my current sketchbook, which I will do a sketchbook tour with later, is about this size, and this is about as big as I will go. And like this is a good inch like on both width and height to it, and it doesn't seem like much, but it feels like a lot more to me. But yeah, so thank you for joining me on this small sketchbook tour, and I hope to see you sometimes. I hope to talk to you guys sometime soon. If you have any questions for me, as usual, you can leave them in the comments or contact me on any of the social medias I have that are in my description. And I thank you all for your support. Bye!